ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, collectors of all ages, welcome back to AussieVerse, where me and the boys present to you another haul video, a haul in one. And if you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, as we are getting to that 400 subscriber giveaway, where one lucky winner will be getting an Amazon $100 gift card. And you can also hit us up on Instagram at AussieVerse_comics_collectors, where you can also hit up our graphic designer and editor, A51_designs. Ryan, Mark, Sharif, we have another freaking haul video. How freaking excited are you?
Freaking excited.
Freaking excited.
I'm dead ass excited. Get it? It's called the haul in one because we're all here. Get it?
Yes. This is the first time all of AussieVerse has been together for a little while. I am still moving house, hence the bad background, and I'm unfortunately in my work uniform. I apologize. But Sharif is keeping us all proud with his comic book shirt. So thank you very much, Sharif. How do you guys want to go about this?
So we start singles, then trades, then hardcovers, is it? Or...
All right, let's go first with Ryan.
All right, I'll show off my erectile dysfunction books first because they're all pretty floppy and we just need to get them out of the way before we get to the hard stuff. So here, I've got 2 issues of a very new series that I'm very excited about, and I've been really enjoying. It's written by Kieran Gillen, and it follows up on some very, very interesting plot threads. It's called Immortal X-Men. So you've got 1 and 2 here. This book is just about the Quiet Council of Krakoa, and it's just Game of Thrones. It's X-Men and Game of Thrones put together. You can't go wrong with that.
That sounds awesome.
Like, each issue so far has been about a different character on the council and like what their motivations are on the council and what they're trying to achieve. And in the background, you just got Mr. Sinister doing his sinister machinations. Just like a thread to run through. And yeah, this is probably the best comic I've read in a long time. Or at least one of the best from Marvel.
Wowzers.
Then, just to keep on the X-Men train, next we've got X-Men Red 1 and 2. So this is all about Storm being the regent of Mars and Arakko. And pretty much she forms her own little brotherhood of evil mutants with Magneto. And then you've also got Abigail Brand trying to form her own little X-Men team to try and take control of Mars. So this one is also pretty Game of Thrones chess PC-esque as well. And I really enjoy it for that.
I've been hearing that that's pretty good. So, yeah. On a few podcasts, everyone's raving about it.
It has not disappointed yet. And the Russell Donovan covers as well. Just beautiful.
Bo's just thinking, I'm gonna wait for the trade, and then where's that part of the reading order?
So all of this stuff is after 10 Lives and 10 Deaths of Wolverine.
Yep.
Now, this is one of the best DC books I've read in a long time, and I actually binge read everything I had for it on the weekend. So I'm up to date on this almost, and it is bloody good. We've got Beyond the White Knight. 1, 2, 3, 4, and Red Hood. Red Hood is the only one I haven't read yet because, well, I've got number 2 coming at the moment. And, oh my God, I'm amazed reading this. There's some good twists in here. and they just know how to dance around the Batman Beyond mythos and do it in a very interesting, twisty way, as he's done with all of his White Knight books.
It's Sean Murphy, isn't it? Is it Sean Murphy? You know?
Yep, it's Sean Murphy. He writes it. He does the art as well, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, definitely.
Then, the last erectile dysfunction book. Speaking of big endings, we've got the second print of Justice League 75.
The Justice League.
Yep, the death of the Justice League. I got this because I was like, well, I haven't read it yet, and I kind of really need that, so I'll just pick it up.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
What else you got, Ryan? Just go through your whole haul, mate. We'll go through one by one.
Okay. So next up, we'll go to some manga. So I've got 2 volumes of Boruto. I've got Volume 1 and Volume 2. I got a gift card for my birthday, so I just went, okay, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go treat myself a little bit. So I just went and bought some stuff to fill in the collection. So 2 volumes of Boruto. Because I'm up to date on that, but I just don't own any of it yet. And now I've got 2 volumes. Then, next I've got 5 volumes of Chainsaw Man. So this book, I read the first volume the day I got it, and I could not put it down. Like, it's about like a teenager who becomes inhabited by a demon, and he can then turn his arms and head into a chainsaw and kill all the demons.
His head.
And to top it off, he just wants to get some titties. So I was reading that and I was bloody dying the whole time reading it. It was amazing. Then I've also got here volumes 91, 94, 96, 97, 98, and 99 of One Piece.
Wow.
As of right now, I'm only missing 20 volumes. And then I've got 99 volumes of One Piece.
Wow.
And just to keep on the One Piece train, I've also got box set 1 right here. There's 21 volumes. Well, 23 volumes, sorry. So I am on the One Piece hype train right now. And I do plan on having a little project around this come out at some point. And it'll be pretty good.
A massive box set.
I've still got one more box set to go. I still need to get box set 4.
How much space will it take up on your shelf? From one end to another? 2 shelves?
So Naruto was 72 volumes, and that took up 1 3/4 of one of these shelves. So I reckon it'll take up 2 easily. Maybe 3. Once it's done, probably 4 or 5.
Wow.
Then onto the nice hard books now. Just the very nice ones. Just to give a little plug, this first book actually came up in the group ran by Beau and our friend Nick, the Aussie Omnibus collectors. This one actually came up in a post pretty recently. And I was recently with Nick at some comic shops in the city, and he recommended that book to me. And I went, okay, you know what? I'll take your word for it. I'll buy it. That's Murder Falcon. It's still sealed. I haven't opened it yet, but I'm really keen to read it.
Murder Falcon. It's a good name, but I haven't even heard of it.
Sounds intriguing.
Pretty cool name, and it's Daniel Warren Johnson as well, so it'll be pretty good.
Yeah.
Who's that?
He did like Beta Ray Bill at Marvel. He did Wonder Woman Dead Earth as well.
Okay.
Yeah, Omar did a review of it sometime back, so
Okay.
yeah. Watch.
He's a rising talent in the industry. He will go on to big things.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Then so I had a couple holes in the collection to fill in terms of hardcovers. So like if you look right there, I've got a big hole there that just needed a bit of filling. So I got Invincible Volume 4, which I've
Yes.
read and was amazed by how good it was. Volume 5, which I still
Yes.
have to read. And then because Nick found a good deal and was just thinking of me, I got Volume 7.
So you
Halfway
need
there.
Volume 6 is on the way. So I will have 1 to 7. And I'm very quickly just getting it all. I will eventually get there. It'll just take a little bit of time.
It's worth it.
And I've learned to just wait to read these things now because it has been a very debilitating wait. Then I've also got a nice little Omni reprint. This one also came from Nick because he pre-ordered it and then they changed the spine on it and he didn't want it anymore because he already had it. So then I went, well, you know what? I'll take that off you. I'll help a friend out. And that was Daredevil by Brubacher, Volume 1. Pretty good cover. Nice spine.
Yeah.
I'm not going to read this until I get a reprint of Volume 2.
It is
So it's
awesome.
going to sit there for a while.
It is
Might
so
be a
good.
while.
Have you ever read it before?
No.
It is so freaking good, man. Not as good as Bendis's, but still really good.
I can't wait to read it because I really did enjoy Bendis's. And I just want to see how he follows up on how Bendis's run ended.
Yep. He does it very
Then
well.
this is one that I don't know that any of you actually own this book. It's this little book called Amazing Spider-Man Volume 1. I don't think anyone's ever talked about this book before or owns it. I don't know. This one's the reprint, so it's got the nice new spine. They all look pretty nice together, so I don't mind it. I'm just happy to have it. Cannot complain. Then we've got...
Ooh, I just realised I left a book in my other room. One moment. Keep going.
Nightwing, Leaping into the Light. So we've got Volume 1 with Tom Taylor's run.
Yeah.
I read
First
that
start
in
of it.
one sitting. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a really, really good run. Like, easily one of the best ongoings at DC right now. And Bruno Redondo's art, amazing.
Definitely agree. And this heartless character, along with Blockbuster, is just intriguing as.
Do we know how long the run's gonna be?
Not yet.
Well, apparently the Heartless sort of storyline's wrapping up in November, according to solicitors. So,
Tom Taylor doesn't tend to have like amazingly long runs on books. Like he tends to get to about 30, 40 issues at most, generally.
So 3 years then.
well, I think because they hit 100 issues at is it November or October? I can't remember which one, but they hit 100 issues then. But Tom Taylor, I remember when I got some books signed, he said he's in it for the long haul. So he's got plenty of plans. And this basically only just wrapped up the first plan. So we'll see.
Then to continue on the Tom Taylor train, I got Volume 2. I haven't read it yet.
Yes. Nice.
So, unlike Volume 1, this one's got a matte dust jacket, whereas the other one was glossy. So then I saw that and I went, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. Matte and then glossy. Disgusting. Get that out of here. And then this is the last hardcover I've got. She-Hulk by Peter David. Just gotta plug some holes. I've got every other She-Hulk almost. Just need the slot reprint, and then I've got them all.
Beautiful.
It was just this afternoon. I was thinking, should I start on She-Hulk?
Yes, you should.
You need to. It's very important.
Mhm.
And I've still got just a little bit more. I'm not quite done yet. I know you're eager for me to get out of here, but I've got a little bit more. Just hang in there. Lego. We've got Lego Obi-Wan Starfighter. This one's brand new as well. Came out pretty recently.
Mm-hmm.
I've just got a bunch of Lego just sitting in the corner of my office, just waiting for me to move houses so I can build it. And that will be joining that collection, along with the Mandalorians and one Starfighter.
Wow.
And yeah, that is everything I've got.
All right. I will take over next. So, Sandman Volume One, which is the most beautiful spine and the most beautiful looking omnibus I've ever seen.
It looks very classy, like an encyclopedia, like a good one.
Times 3.
Huh?
It looks like it's bound with papyrus.
Yes, it's honestly, if all of my omnibuses looked like this, people would walk into my comic room and think I was a very smart man.
It makes it less
If my
cartoon,
omnibuses
doesn't it?
looked like that, I would burn my library down.
So I got all 3 Sandman omnibuses.
And it's a good thing that all 3 has the round DC logo instead of Vertigo and DC.
I then got the 3rd and final boys. So I have all of them. And with the boys comes Dear Becky.
What's wrong with that one?
Well, as the comic book community has been discussing, the fact that we finally have 3 boys omnibuses and 1 Dear Becky, which is smaller, is an absolute travesty. It's not cool, man. Why would you not put that in an Omni?
You know why? Because it was done later. And people like me who are just like, well, the series is done. That doesn't matter. We'll just not buy it.
The next thing is I've been into Junji Ito's manga. And I bought one of his books called Gaio a while ago. I also got Tommy, which is the same spine.
Tomie.
Tomie.
Yep, that's how it's pronounced.
Well, anyway, it's really freaking cool. So I've got that.
Do you have Uzumaki?
No, I only have that one and Gaio.
Okay, get Uzumaki and then we'll do a video on it because we'll do it for Halloween because it's fucked up.
I then got this one off of Scott Burrows from Aussie Omnibus Collectors because it was $20. And I said, how can you say no to a library edition book that is $20? And this is The House of Penance by Peter J. Tomasi. So I was pretty happy to get that library edition.
Yeah.
Next was All-Star Superman, the Absolute Edition, which for some reason, buying brand new is pretty close to $200.
No. QBD,
Yeah, it is.
QBD a few months back they had like $40. They were just clearing stock.
Well, if you look up Book Depository and Mighty, this is like it's between $150 to $200. closer to the $200 mark. So I said yes to this because I got it for like, I don't know, $80. Like I can't remember how much, but I said fair enough because these absolutes, even though I only have about 5 of them, they're so freaking beautiful. There's such a good version to get these DC books. So I'm hoping to get a lot more absolutes in the future. Next is an omnibus that I don't know anything about apart from the DC cartoons and common knowledge of being a comic book fan, but I've always wanted to read The Fourth World. So I got the omnibus of Daniel Mangabat or Mangabat. I'm not sure how you say his last name, but this looks pretty damn cool. So I'm kind of pretty eager to read this.
Say Jack Kirby.
Yep.
Yeah. I think it came out in 2 absolutes as well, didn't it?
I don't know. It makes sense.
It certainly did, and they're beautifully designed books.
The next one I got, I have about 5 omnibuses on hold from More Than Meeples. And one of the omnibuses that I'm paying off is Justice League International Volume 2. So naturally, I had to get Volume 1.
Does that one have the misprint?
What's the misprint?
I think on like a 1 page, it might be out of order.
I do not know because I haven't read it. But one thing that I do like about it is it's collecting Justice League 1 to 6. Then obviously they changed the name to Justice League International because that's 7 to 25. Then they changed the name to Justice League America, which is 26 to 30. And then it has Justice League Europe as well. So that's pretty cool. The next ones I have, I was on a big Ed Brubacher kick. And thanks to my brothers in AussieVerse, thanks to my compadres, I don't know how else to describe Sharif and Ryan, but I said to them, I have bought all the Reckless Ed Brubacher books. What is next? And I think it might have been Ryan, but one of you said you need to get the criminal books because they're even better.
Yep.
You're both taking ownership for that. I like it. So I ended up getting the 3 criminal books. And then on top of that, I got Cruel Summer.
Do you remember how much you got that book for and where you got it
I
from?
got this book for $30 from All Star Comics. And on Amazon it's like $150.
Yeah, it's hard to come by now.
Yeah. So I'm very, very happy that you guys informed me about this. I still haven't read any of them, but I'm grateful. The next 2 is something that I loved the TV show. I was a big fan of the TV show, but I never bought the comics. And I got these 2 volumes because they were like $10 each. And I went, why not? They're hardcover. And that is Game of Thrones Volume 1 and 2.
Don't do this to me.
Novels?
What?
Now I need to go buy those.
According to CLZ, there's only 4 volumes.
Oh, don't disappoint me like that.
So I can't imagine it goes through the show that much. But still, I got the first 2 volumes and I'm pretty happy. Next.
It's pretty small for a book.
It is, but it's really cool.
Yeah.
It's the
Just to be
X-Men trading
clear,
cards, which has
Hmm.
all of the X-Men trading cards by Jim Lee.
Cool.
It comes with trading cards in the front as well, doesn't it?
It does. So you have a pack at the back. But I was really happy to get that because I am dying for them to make a volume of this of the Spider-Man 90s cards. Because that would be fucking awesome. So still, I'm happy to get that. It was only like $30. Then, for those that watched the last haul video where I showed off that I had DC Comics / Dark Horse, and Sharif said I was missing Volume 1. I then found Volume 1 on eBay for like $20, and I bought it, and I am so happy because it has Superman versus Predator, Superman versus Terminator, and then the last two I didn't really care for, Batman, Hellboy, Starman, and Ghost and Batgirl. But still, I'm very happy to have that.
How can we get that, but we can't get a reprint of Archie versus the Punisher?
Next, I got off our good friend Scott Burrows because I love bacon and I love porn. And what is the best thing to mix bacon and porn? Unnatural.
Yeah. Do you say bacon or baking?
Bacon.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say sty.
It was $20.
What?
$20 he sold the hardcover for. Let me see if I can find a cool page. Hang on. No,
That book's been on my list for a while. Just couldn't find the strength to pull the trigger.
And last pile, I have the biggest Marvel Omnibus in history, and that is Devil Dinosaur.
The one that couldn't get it up.
It is so big, they couldn't even put the Marvel Omnibus logo vertically. And I read this all, and it is very, very 70s. 3 more. Oh, Doctor Strange, Volume 1 and 2.
Awesome.
Which, thanks to our brother Sharif, he has gotten me Volume 3, and that is the whole set.
Volume 3 just arrived this afternoon. It's box. I've not unpacked it yet. It should include your
Deadly Class.
And what was the other one? You Look Like Death.
Yes, that's right. And then the last thing I have to show, which I'm very excited to get because it is absolute spine porn, is Marvel Monsterbus.
I didn't even know this existed, man.
It is the first appearance of the original Groot.
It has a Volume 1 on the spine.
It
Is
does.
there Volume 2?
No. But it has Strange Tales of the Unusual, number 7. Astonishing, number 56. World of Fantasy, number 15 to 19. Strange Worlds, number 1, 3 to 5. Tales to Astonish, number 1, 3 to 21. Strange Tales, 67 to 70, 72 to 86. Tales of Suspense, 2 to 19, Journey into Mystery 51 to 70, and Amazing Adventures 1 to 2. So it definitely has a hell of a lot of Jack Kirby old monster stuff.
I remember that they did a few books that were like that around a similar time period where it was just to get out all that pre-superhero Marvel stuff.
And the only reason why I bought it is because Incognito Comics had like 20% off.
So it was from there?
Hey?
It was from there?
Yeah. And that was the last copy too. Sharif.
Ew. Alright. Got a fair bit. I'm just gonna breeze through singles. This run is this one's part of a longer run, which I've later found out that it one of the singles costs a bomb. I don't know if I'm gonna go through that.
You're very blurry. Is that Avengers Children Crusade?
The earlier one?
Yeah, what's that?
Enemy Within. It's a one shot.
Oh, the Enemy Within.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think 8-issue run of Mightiest Heroes. Let's see. Right. Volume 3. So you know what's gonna happen with Volume 1 and 2. This is a bit hard. 3. 12 issue Batman Superman. This is from the 1999 series. 12 issue that's gonna go into Alex Ross, Battle of the Planets. I think his run is 12 issues as well. We're gonna go with.
You got Cyclops? That's
Yeah,
a pretty
I think it's
obscure one to get.
12 or 18 issue run. I can't remember. I've already got a few, so this is just building up on that one.
Out of curiosity, so you're gonna custom bind Cyclops, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna put Black Vortex in the back to fatten it up?
Black Vortex is gonna be part of the all new X-Men run. So the Bendis run, I think, might be 2 books, and then the series after that comes in 4 trades, and that's going to be the 3rd book.
Okay.
Fear itself, gonna do a custom Omni. I've mapped it out. It's quite thick. Forever Evil, Arkham War. Yeah, 4 issue mini. I've got the hardcover. It doesn't cover this, so that's gonna be part of it, as well as the director's cut right at the end. Origin and Origin 2 actually came out in a deluxe. I missed it. Both series were on sale by 2 different sellers, almost at the same time. Got it at the same time. So good timing. Next run is the Sentry. This series, I think, 8.
Sentry.
All right. I'm gonna like it. Yeah. All right. So that's a complete series. All right. So I've mentioned this before. I'm doing the custom Spider-Man Omni. These are the last few that I'm missing. I'm preparing my next set of custom books, and Spider-Man's going to be part of it. Superman Confidential, I think it runs for 14 or 18 issue in the series. Supreme Power, 4-issue series. This is the follow-up, I think. Yeah, this is the Max series.
What's that one? What's the Max series? You're very blurry.
Let's see.
Supreme Power.
Supreme Power.
Yeah, I think the original run was for 24 issues, GMS, and then this followed up that. and then Hyperion and Nighthawk, the 4-issue series.
Yep.
And to finish it off, Zero. I think 8 issues or 12 issues.
What's that?
It's from, well, no idea. I think I read the review. It sounded interesting. Yeah, it's a 12-issue run. For me, it's not too thin, not too thick. I can go for stuff that I'm not familiar with and that doesn't run too long.
Yeah.
And yeah. Right, I'm just gonna put things away. Two sets off. A few of these trades were from my LCS. They had a sale. What was that? Almost $10 each. This is the first volume of Family Tree. There are 3 volumes in total. So I'm gonna get 2 and 3. Farmhand also 3 volume book. Volume 2 and volume 3. Yeah. It's by Rob Gilroy. Heroes in Crisis. I've got the hardcover over there. The reason I bought this is for the 4-issue crossover between Batman and Flash, which is not collected in the Rebirth run. So I'm gonna take this out and then put in that.
Does that mean you'll have a Heroes in Crisis hardcover to sell?
Maybe.
If you do,
both volumes, the main one and this one.
I still haven't read it.
Yeah. So this, the main one's all right. This one's a bit weak.
Yeah. If you're gonna sell your other ones, let me know.
Will do.
Wait. Sharif.
Yeah.
I sit on the opposite spectrum to that. The price, which is in there, that's way better than Heroes in Crisis.
Really?
Yeah. That book is Heroes in Crisis. Stuff that book.
Well, I think I can see where you come from, because in the main one they really massacred Wally, which I hate. Wally's my Flash, but I think Mark can attest to this. That this is trying to bring Wally back up. I think in the current Flash series, he's Flash in it, and Barry's somewhere else.
Yeah. Barry's lost at the moment, so yeah, it's just Wally and the family sort of figuring things out. So yeah, they're trying to get back on track.
It's okay. Yeah. When Williamson leaves the book, he fixes it. It wasn't Wally's fault anymore. Reverse Flash did it.
Yeah,
it's always Reverse Flash.
I'm liking Jeremy Adams on the book, but yeah.
Right, so we've got a huge monster out there. We've got the regular monster and the follow-up Monsters Unleashed. Now I've already got the other 2 on my shelf, plus these 2, but there is one more before this, which is Monsters Unleashed Prelude. Followed up by the next set. This is a 3-volume book. Pot of Earth. I'm missing 1. This is 2. Pot of 3. This is part of the LCS sale, Royal City by Lamia, 3-volume book. That's volume 1, 2, and volume 3. It's not the only Lamia book that I'm gonna share tonight. And then the rest, 5 volumes. Old Man Logan. This is from one of the sale in our Facebook group.
Thank you for your sacrifice. I appreciate it. I really want that on me.
missing volume 0, and it goes up till 10. So I'm waiting for 0, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And those are my trades.
That Jeff Lemire book, it looked like that's his own art as well. So he did write and drew it.
And
it looked like his own art.
Soft covers done. Let's head off to hardcovers. I've shared the first 3 of this book in my previous previous haul. This is the 4th one. Richard Stott Parker's Slayground.
Which book is it, Sharif?
Slayground, the 4th one. And this one is something I've missed from the earlier one. This is the aftermath. I've got the main Wolverine lanterns. This one is from a sale in a US group, Snyder Murphy's The Wake. I think I've started buying the singles. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that one. I did bind that and then sell this, or I'll decide later. Complete curse words. Let's get some cursing done. Oversized hardcovers. Just 6. This is the other Lemire book. Gold City. Wait.
You're frozen there.
Am I still frozen?
Yep.
Oh. Still frozen?
Yep.
Oh my god! All right, let's see. I'll switch.
There we go.
That's better.
Sorry about that. Am I good now?
Yeah.
All good.
Keep going.
Yeah. So apparently, I got that, and then I got this.
Yeah.
I might hold on to the hardcover, and then some lucky viewer might want to buy that one. Walking Dead, Rick Grimes 2000. This one's gonna be part of the volume 7, custom volume 17. I'm gonna rip this apart, rip Rick apart.
But it
just like
doesn't say Walking Dead.
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna
just
say,
Grimes 2000.
Is that just Rick Grimes solo?
Yeah, it's set in the future. Let's see. Rick Grimes was a small town police officer. Then the world fell to the Walking Dead, but the dead were only the start, and a new tale of alien horror begins here. That's the short synopsis of it.
It's a Rick Grimes solo.
It's not particularly thick. Yeah.
So the entire idea behind that book is that, so when Kirkman pitched The Walking Dead, he said that there'd be like a twist with aliens as well. So that's what it's riffing off.
Oh boy.
Would that be like a follow-up from Walking Dead, the Alien or Aliens? That one shot?
No, like actual aliens, not just. So Walking Dead, the alien is about a guy who they call the alien because he's from another continent or another place.
It's hard to see why they don't go back.
Right. And like Ryan, I have this is 10.
Oh, 10.
11. 12. I'm frozen again, aren't I? 12 is in the box downstairs. Yeah. 12 is in the box downstairs. So shelves can be full. Firepower Volume 1.
I keep wanting to get that.
So get it.
Mhm.
And last one, Dark Arc. Heard good things about this one. Can't wait
That's
to
cool
go into it.
cover.
Yeah, it is the counterpart of Noah's Ark.
Yeah, awesome.
Right. 8 Omnis and one library and one bigger than a library. Finally got my Boys 1 and 2. 3 is in the box downstairs. I, like the rest, finally got a copy, so I can let go of that that copy over there soon. Right, and then another big boy, Teen Titans, Jeff Johns.
I want to get that.
2022
I am
edition.
genuinely surprised you didn't go for a custom for that.
I've got 3 of the trades. The later volumes were a bit hard to find since that's already out. I guess I didn't want to wait. This one was, I think, 65% off on IST. It's not the cover that I wanted. The one that I did want did have a steep discount. So just like
You
before,
know,
I'm gonna.
I think I can help you out there because I have the other cover and I don't like it.
Do you want to swap?
Happily.
Well, the box is the same, isn't it? We'll just send each other the dust
Yeah, we
jackets
can
then.
do that.
Yeah, all right.
Win.
Not as thin as Bo's Red Dinosaur, but droids and Ewoks.
You really fell down that rabbit hole, didn't you?
I know. There are 2 other Star Wars Omni. I think Rise of the Sith and one more. I can't remember. Both of them, both covers I want, and both of them are at 65% off. So maybe this week or next week, I'm gonna get it.
I had to put my foot down with Star Wars and say no.
It's a big universe. There, all the Dark Horse cover can come back.
You say yes to one thing, you're just gonna trip down a hole.
My first 2 were the Darth Vader ones, and to who I am right now. Matt Fraction Store, the DM cover. Now, this came after GMS's run. The 3 trades of GMS was followed by the complete collection by Kieran Gillen. Those 4 books are a custom, so that custom slots right perfectly between Dan Jurgens and Matt Fractions. Last Omni, Weapon X.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm still short of Wolverine Volume 1, and it's exactly the one that you asked me to get you, Bo.
Yep.
Missed the boat on that one. Nocturnals, Book 2.
Yep.
Library. Right. This next one is Sawami. Alright. Just gonna hold up a very light on me. Just like that large Monster Unleashed, this is the box for this particular book.
Oh, I know what that is now.
Box is pretty good. Book is really shiny. It's a slipcase. There you go.
You know, if you'd like to send me a little something extra with that Empire, I'll happily take that off your hands.
Wow. And he's
That's,
shiny
sorry,
as hell.
that's the back. That's the front.
Just go put me sunglasses on. Yeah.
So art is showing its age. All right. So one tiny thing about the slipcase. That's the silver dollar, the first silver dollar that Scrooge made, and comes out.
Now you're showing off.
And it's not plastic, it's metal. So I am one silver dollar richer, and that's it for me.
No.
All right.
Well, we've guess blast, and I'll try and get through them as quickly as I can. I'll go through my singles now. So I'll start off with Marvel. So first one is Strange. So this is Doctor Strange, but it's Clear Strange at the moment because as people have kept up, excuse me, to comics, Doctor Strange is currently deceased.
Are you still enjoying Strange?
This recent issue was by far the best. I was considering cutting it, but this next one's now got me intrigued. I just read that last night, actually. So it saved itself. So I'm going to, but apart from that, it was a bit, and apparently there's a Wong story arc coming up too, which I'm interested to see. So Black Panther, definitely one of my favorites at Marvel at the moment. John Ridley's writing it. It's been really good. Daredevil, Chip Zdarsky. This is issue 1. I do have issue 2. I don't know why I grabbed issue 1. But yeah, this is obviously they're renumbering it, but this is still Chip Zdarsky's follow-on from Devil's Reign. And the start of this has been really good again. So Chip Zdarsky's just killing it. Jason Aaron's Punisher. I really like that cover.
I can't wait for that trade.
Same thing. That this issue was a game changer. It was really good. It was easily my favorite again. So seems to be issue 5 is where they really kick in these Marvel books at the moment. But yeah, that's been good. Moon Knight, issue 14. That's been very consistent. I like that. His split personalities are back. This is the first time they've all sort of made an appearance.
Wait, what do you mean back? Were they not around anymore?
He found a way to sort of stash them away and not use them. So, and now they've sort of come back because he's been having doubts and he's been failing a bit. So
you get that, Sharif.
What?
You get that, hiding your personalities.
Well, apparently he locked them away in his, and it was in this issue, he locked them away in his own mind in places that they like the most. So they're sort of in his mind, but they're in the place that they like the most. So,
so one personality's in the comic shop, the other personality's in the brothel.
Yeah, well, that's it. Lockwood's in a brothel. Yeah, he's in a strip club. So you are dead on there. I can't remember where Steve Grant is again, but he's somewhere nice, like same sort of thing. It's kind of nerdy. So yeah. Carnage, issue 4 by Ram V. This is really good. All right, so DC now. Batgirls still going on strong. I like it. That covers a little bit. Yeah.
Still top of the pile?
Still top of the pile, mate. Task Force Z, issue 11. So second last issue. What's that?
I can't wait to read that. Only because Jason Todd's in it.
I was going to send you a message, Bo, to say that it's slipped off a bit.
I'm still going to read it.
You'll still read it anyway. The first 6 issues are great, and now it's just like the storyline's just out there, man.
Do
Yeah,
they
like it's
still
too much
not
going
know
on.
what to really do with Jason Todd?
Pretty much, yeah. So Bat Detective Comics, this is Ram V's first issue of his run.
Yep.
Excited about that. Superman, Son of Kal-El, I just recently cut this, but this is the debut of Dreamer. She's on the Supergirl TV show.
Transgender.
Yes, transgender. First ever transgender superhero. It was kind of cool, but yeah, I wasn't feeling... So what I get 13 issues in, I eventually dropped it because I needed to make room for other titles that have come in, because every solicit comes out seems to be a title that I want.
Yeah.
We're going to Long Dark Crisis, number 3, which number 4 is due next week.
Not up to date with that, but is it still going strong?
Yeah, it is. It's hard to believe because this issue 3, these sort of feel like build-ups. It doesn't feel like the event. So a lot's going to happen in these last 4 issues, unless they're going to bring out one-shots or something like that. They're just setting up stories. They're not in the stories. So, yeah, it's interesting. Sword of Azrael. This is a one-shot to kick into his solo series, which is number 1, The Sword of Azrael, which actually I really liked. And I think the next issue's out next week, and I'm really looking forward to it. Another one of my favourites at the moment, Poison Ivy. This series is awesome. Last issue of Swamp Thing. It's come to an end. Just finished it last night. Me as a Swamp Thing fan, I just thought it was okay. That's about it.
I'm sure that Ram V will get more Swamp Thing. I'm sure of it.
Well, he's on so much. I don't know. They'll leave it for a bit, I think. But yeah, he's done well. That's 2 years of Swamp Thing, basically, because you had the Future State stuff, and yeah. Nightwing, as we were discussing before, this is his most recent one. This was really good. It's still going strong. Tom Taylor. Batman One Bad Day. This is the Riddler one. Sorry, no Joker one. So each villain every month is going to get a 50-page issue of putting Batman to the very edge. And this one's by Tom King. And the art by the same Granries. I can't pronounce it, but it's the same guy that did Mr. Miracle with him. And
with the following months, other villains also by Tom King as well?
No. So these are all pretty much like the best writers going around in the business. So you got Tamaki's going to write Two-Face next month. Penguin's going to be John Ridley, I think.
John Ridley, yeah.
Yeah. And then you've got Catwoman's going to be the one who used to write Miss Marvel.
Oh, G. Willow Wilson.
That's it. Thank you. And Williamson's writing Clayface. Who else we got? Oh, obviously Tom Taylor's writing Ra's al Ghul.
Yep.
And who else was there? I'm forgetting somebody. So I think Lazarin and that whoever he co-writes with is writing. Did I already say Clayface? Clayface is that one. Yeah, and I think that's it.
Yeah.
Right.
I picked this up at the shop when I met Ryan. This is Artemis, just a one-shot. Wanted.
I didn't even see you grab that. Is that good?
Actually, I like Artemis as a character, and Bo, you'd be recently refreshed with her with reading Red Hood.
Yep.
The Outlaws. So the same thing got me into wanting to read more about her. So I haven't been keeping up with Wonder Woman, so this obviously ties into Wonder Woman, but it's pretty easy to get what happened. They're pretty good at explaining it. So I actually liked this. It was good. It was a good read.
Yeah.
And then we got Flash. Talking about that before. This is a tie-in to Dark Crisis. I really like it. When this comes out in either trade or you need to read this, it's pretty cool. I like the direction it's going. And Wally's back, family. And so that's it for my singles. So all I've got is trades left. I'll start with Marvel. So I've got Deadpool. I'm going through the Duggan series. So This is Volume 2. I just ordered Volume 3. Not minding it. It's Deadpool, so it's just fun. You don't get nothing amazing, but it's just good fun. Wolverine, I started this one.
Yep, that's the run from right before he died.
Right.
Yeah, about 3 months before he died?
Yeah. Not too bad. I got Jessica Jones, Bendis' run. I'm sort of working backwards in the Jessica Jones because I just read the Kelly Thompson one, but
yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I read this volume, so now I'm going to get Volume 2.
That's his second run, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It is. There's a run before it, but it's called Alias, isn't it?
Yeah.
I got Killmonger, his solo series.
Oh.
So I haven't read that yet, but I heard it's pretty good. So now on to DC. I got the collection of Justice League Dark. These were backups in the Justice League singles, so I never got Justice League, so I thought I'd wait till the trade. Volume 5, Green Lantern Corps, Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern Corps. I'm getting through that. I'm loving it. This series is really good. I've got a little graphic novel. I got this on sale. I just off random, but it's only $10. It's called Shadow of the Bat. It's a Cassandra Cain little graphic novel. It was actually pretty cool. $10. And I'm
for $10, you really can't go wrong.
Yeah, I thought I'd give it a try. And Cassandra Cain, she's cool as, man.
You know, with those graphic novels, they advertise for teens or for young adults. Does it read like it's written for teens or young adults?
That one's a bit, it's young adults. Look, I enjoyed it. I thought it had a pretty solid line, but you're right, it's for younger adults. I didn't realise that going in, but I still enjoyed it. I still thought it was a good storyline. It had a bit of violence in it. It's Cassandra Cain, so.
Oh, of course.
Huntress, I got a little solo series of Huntress. Year one. I've got the Tales of Mangabat, which I did read. And actually, I love every story in it. I'm a really big fan of Mangabat, so with that. Catwoman Fear State. This series is amazing, but this is the end of Ram V's run. So we'll wait and see the next trade, how it shapes up. This, I will recommend to all of you, because you might not ever get it, sort of thing, just off your own mind, but The Shade. So this is a solo series. So this is early 2000s, I believe. It's about 10 or 12 issues. It was really awesome, and I'm a big Shade fan though. But
was he a superhero?
No, he's technically a villain, but I guess anti-hero is probably a better way to describe him. Like he kills people, but he kills bad people and stuff like that. So at times he's been a villain, at times he's been just a person that helps out good people
Yeah.
He just wants to make sure that Opal City is safe.
Pretty much, yeah. Good point. But he moves out of Opal City in this one, so he's out and about. But yeah, it's kind of like he never dies, so he's lived like 200 years, so this goes through his years and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool.
Interesting. Okay.
That's pretty depressing to be an immortal.
Yeah, pretty much. But he never wanted to be immortal as well, so he's going through that struggle as well. And he had to leave his family because he knew he would outgrow them and stuff like that. And yeah, it gets sad at times. So as I said, I highly recommend it. I'm pretty sure it's not on anyone's watch list, but yeah. Batman Beyond Volume 3. I'm getting through that, the Rebirth series by Dan Jurgens. It's okay. It's just me. But
yeah, that was on the weaker end of the Rebirth stuff for me, personally.
Dan Jurgens, though.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what made me start it. I only just started it probably 4 months ago because Dan Jurgens, I'm going, and I want to read more Batman Beyond because I've never really read it.
Yeah.
So it's okay. It's okay. I'll still keep going because it's just good enough.
For those that don't understand Mark's accent, he's saying it that it's okay.
Good enough. Sorry, my Canadian accent sometimes. I just did not become aware. Thanks, Bo. I also got a really weird series again, just like The Shade. Ragman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like how they portrayed Ragman on the Arrow show.
Right. Yeah, I didn't mind it. I haven't read this yet, so I'm interested. I only just sort of, because I read Justice League Dark, the one I just showed you before, and I'm going, And then I looked him up, and he go, he does have a solo series. I might get that. Only costs $10 too. So I must be trying to get rid of it.
Yep.
And also, I'm a bit behind on this one, but I'm going through the Suicide Squad. This is Volume 2 of the Rebirth. And last, but definitely not least, Ryan, Robin.
Sweet.
Yeah,
I've got him to get it.
I read 3 issues of this last night because I just finished reading Swamp Thing and that. And I thought, I'll read 1 issue. It was getting late. I'll read 1 issue just to change the tone because the Swamp Thing ended quite emotional. I'll change the tone. I'll read Robin. I just ended up reading 3 issues. I just couldn't put it down. And then I thought, got to go to sleep. This is really good so far.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till you get to, I think it's issue 5. That's the one with all the Robins in it. That one is so good.
Looks like I'm not getting any more sleep. Yeah, that's it for me, guys.
All right, beauty. Is there anybody else that's waiting to show stuff?
No, done.
We're all done? All right. Well, this has been AussieVerse with our hole-in-one haul video. Thank you very much for joining us. And as normal, we are sponsored by Comx. And what does that mean? Let me show you right now.
This show is sponsored by the Comx shop. Check out comx.cx for all things Comx and find out what Comx is all about. Then head over to comx.shop to pick up a variety of Australian comics from multiple creators and publishers, all for one flat postage rate. And don't forget to check out the Comx channel on YouTube. We hope you enjoy the show.
And as I said, this has been AussieVerse, joined by Mark Grodd Watson, Ryan, Sharif, and OmniBeau. Please like and subscribe so that we can get to the 400 subscriber giveaway. And we will see you either Monday for a brand new live chat. And if not, we will see you for a pre-recorded video that we do every Thursday. Thank you very much, Ryan, Mark, Sharif. Is there anything that you'd like to say in conclusion?
Smash that like button and subscribe.
What?
Andy was frozen when he said that, so that's even better.
I have no idea what he just said.
Am I good now?
You're still frozen. All right. Sharif, go again. You're not frozen now.
Yeah.
Smash that like button and subscribe.
Ryan and Mark, anything you want to say before we go?
Yeah, I'm out of me crease. I'm stumped.
I'm a bit stumped as well, but I'll just throw this out. Yeah, when it
And let
eventually
me ask
comes
you a
out.
question. Let me ask you a question before we go. If I said to you, what is AussieVerse, what would your answer be?
The best and for life.
For life. That is right. See you guys. Bye-bye. Wave goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Waving.